So we're here this morning with Charles and Donna Proveaux, good customers of ours. They've been great promoters of the Poultry Hawk for us, and we're really happy that you all have taken a little time this morning to talk to us about your experience with the Poultry Hawks. I think let's start out with if you could describe for us kind of the nature of your operation. I know you've got 2 farms here, so have each of you talk a little bit about how many houses you have, what size of birds you grow, and how long y'all been in the poultry business.
Well, we started out with his farm,
Okay.
25 years.
Mm-hmm.
This farm came up for sale, and I said, hey, let's get it, and I'll run it.
Yeah.
And so it's now Donna's Coop.
Okay.
And
very cool name for your farm, by the way.
Yeah, and so I've been doing this for, I've had my farm for 7 years.
Okay.
And I have 5 houses. I usually grow an average anywhere from a 9.5 to a big bird. I've had the Poultry Hawks probably for about 3-4 years now, and absolutely love it. I can run the farm by myself if I have to. So I think it's the best investment I've made for my farm. So
I have 6 houses, and like Donna said, we started out in 1997. I grow about a 9 to a 950, 25.
50,
Sometimes
yep.
in the wintertime we get up closer to 950, 960, but summertime between 9 to 920. Really what got me thinking about the Poultry Hawks was this farm here, because the birds were so big,
right,
and so physical amount of labor that you had to do to get the dead birds out. And I actually told her one day, because I'd already came and visited, Chad showed us the Poultry Hawk system that y'all have there at his chicken farms. I said, Donna, we have got to get Poultry Hawks here to make it easier on us. And that was one of the best decisions in the chicken business that we've made.
Good.
Because physically we're getting older, so we still need to take care of our bodies, because you just can't call up somebody and say, hey, can you pick up chickens for me today?
Right. So we make a couple of different models of the Poultry Hawk. Which ones? You have the premium series, the E series, same in all the houses?
Donna has both.
Yeah,
okay.
She has 2 houses of the premium, and then she has 3 of the one that runs on a DeWalt battery.
Right.
And basically holds like up to, I say, 8 buckets.
Okay.
We went with that far as the economy, because y'all came out with it, and at that time we weren't planning on doing the doors.
Yeah.
But we've talked about it. The doors will be in the future.
Okay.
Because once you get used to the Poultry Hawk carrying those chickens for you, you don't even want to tote them from the Poultry Hawk out the door into the tractor or into the gator or
you don't want to touch them again.
No.
Yes, and I told her our biggest mistake was not doing the doors when we did them.
Yeah.
So.
And also too, I have the track all the way around my house.
You've got the loop.
I like the loop because you only have to do one loop, and I really love that part, because you're not touching the birds several times.
Yeah.
You're able to go down, pick up, go down, pick up, and you're done.
Right.
So I do like that part.
We've had a lot of growers that
have just done the single.
Yeah, they only did the single, and I tried to talk them out of it, and then they tell me later they should have did the loop.
Yeah, because the
loop. And I tell them up front, because I know it's much better. Even though we have 42 by 500 houses, the loop will still fit in there fine, and you have no problem with it running.
Yeah, that was my next question, the width of your houses. And we typically have told customers, you know, if you're wider than 50 feet, you definitely want to think about a loop.
Yes.
Oh, hands down.
It's interesting to hear you all say that even in the 42 wide,
it's perfect.
The loop is
you walk down the outside wall, and then the person running the Poultry Hawk or yourself, you walk down the outside wall, you throw your dead over to where the track is, and then you come behind it and run the hawk, and you can cover the middle and in between the feeders right there, and you're done. But if you've got that center rail, I think it would be more labor intensive of having just your shoulder. If you got big birds, throwing those big birds, your shoulder's going to be hurting. Because mine's hurting just throwing them from the side of the wall to the track. So I can't imagine having to do it like twice.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense to me to have the Poultry Hawk loop and not the center one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know each person's situation's different, but go ahead and spend the money up
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get the loop. You'll be happier in the end.
And I do like the other 3 house ones better than the dump one. And
Okay.
I guess because I could fit more in there.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I like better
Yeah.
about it. And it just seems lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's the galvanized
Mhm.
carrier.
Yeah. Which model do you have in your house, Charles?
I have the E in all
Yeah,
6
in
of
all
them,
6,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
use the DeWalt 9 AH battery on all
Mhm.
of them because it almost lasts 3 weeks without having to recharge it.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
And I know DeWalt actually has like a 12 AH battery that
Mhm.
probably would last your whole flock.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And so, and plus then if you got tools around the farm, which I know every chicken farmer does, he's able to use those batteries.
Exactly.
Well, you know, because we usually only use our Poultry Hawks in the last 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
but if we have a feed spill, it's perfect for
Yeah.
cleaning up feed spills.
Yeah.
Like if the end motor doesn't trip out like it's supposed to,
Right.
we'll ride the Poultry Hawk down there with 8 buckets, fill it up,
Take
bring
to
it
the
back
hopper.
to the hopper,
Mhm.
and then you can just offload it.
It works for more than just picking chickens up.
Kind of turned into a multi-purpose tool.
It has,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
it-
it
it's-
has, yes, yeah.
Within the first
Mhm.
month or so when we had it, we had a big feed spill, and
Yeah.
I said, perfect time to use
Yeah,
the Poultry Hawk. I
absolutely.
actually think it hauled feed before it hauled
Chickens,
Yeah,
that's right.
That's interesting. Yeah. Can you think of ways that having the Poultry Hawk has just made you a better poultry grower?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Just on the fact that you're not wore out, because me and her, we do the farm work ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We don't have any help. My youngest son helps us occasionally.
Mhm.
If nothing else, we're not physically taxed so much that we don't want to do anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the
Right.
small maintenance stuff that you need to concentrate on after your day of picking up chickens
Mhm.
is done.
Mhm.
So just on that, just I'd say the physicality, saving your body and your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're not tired, you're better
Oh,
focused
yeah.
and you're more willing to do those
To
little.
do the extra
yeah,
things that need to be
yeah.
done, yes, of course.
Perfect
Yes,
sense.
yes, yeah.
Donna will attest to this. When we used to pick up big chickens at both farms all day, basically it would take us from 7 a.m. till around 11:30 or noon.
Right.
We didn't want to do anything else.
You were
Yeah.
done for the day.
We were
Done.
done. We were
Yeah.
done.
But
yeah,
with the
yeah.
Poultry Hawks,
Man, we're
you go
done.
get you some lunch, take you a shower, and then if you need to run some errands or fix some things around the farm,
Right.
you're not wore out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just that is worth the Poultry Hawk in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just not being just dog tired and not wanting to do anything else on the farm that day.
Mhm, mhm.
Any final word for a grower that may be thinking about purchasing Poultry Hawks, but is just still kind of on the fence and not sure if he wants to spend the money?
Just go purchase them. It's worth it. That's my motto.
Yeah.
It is well worth what we have spent in buying the Poultry Hawks. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And I would say our only mistake with the Poultry Hawks
Yep.
is we didn't do them 3 years
That's
sooner.
right.
That is what I got to say
Yes.
to a potential buyer or someone looking to do it. Go out
Yep.
and get the Poultry Hawk. Call up Gordon and tell him to come put them in ASAP.
Yeah.
It will change your life forever.
It will. I'm telling you, it has saved us tremendously. So we attest to it, and we absolutely love them.
Thank you all so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
for giving your time today. It's been a pleasure visiting
Yeah.
with you. And if you're watching this video on any of our website or social media platforms, as always, if there's anything we can do to help you in your poultry operation, please do not hesitate to give us a call. Thanks so much.